Every successful business starts with a plan. I don't care if it's a beauty salon, radio shop, show repair company or an online business. Every single one of them that has been successful begins with a plan. Now, here's where a lot of people really screw up. I like to equate it. Someone trying to go on a diet. Most people believe that when they start a diet, they have to rigidly stick to it or it's over. They soldier on for a good 2 weeks and never miss a workout or a meal. Then all of a sudden life gets in the way and throws them a curveball. They miss a couple workouts and they go right back to living like they used to, thinking they've totally screwed up and there's no point to continue with their plan. People look at plan like this too, and it's a sure way to assure that you fail. There has never been anyone, anywhere that has ever laid out a plan and followed through with it to the T without interruptions. It just doesn't work that way. But it's those who have the ability to make adjustments for these interruptions that carry on and lose the weight in their diets and have success in their businesses. So, first thing is you must have a plan, but I want you to consciously realize that your plan is just that, a plan. It's not if I don't follow every single step on this plan to the T, all my hard work is for nothing. Now, to state the obvious, the reason we have a plan is you have to know where you are going before you start. If you don't have a plan, you are setting yourself up to fail. If you don't have a plan on where you are going, how do you expect to ever get anything right? The bottom line is, if you don't have a plan, you are setting yourself up to fail before you even get started. If you have a plan, you have a 100% better chance of success than someone who does not. What most people do is they will find out about something, read something and then dive right into it for a couple of weeks, hear about or read something else, dive into that for a few weeks, forget what they were doing originally and then hear about something else and then dive into that too. Sounds a lot like what people do in the in-world, doesn't it? I want you to ask yourself right now and be honest with your answer. How many products have you bought and followed the exact pattern in the above paragraph? What happens is people follow this pattern and they wind up wasting quite a few weeks, months and years following different things, and then they wonder why they never get anywhere. On top of this, when they are working on whichever flavor of the week product they just bought, they aren't really being productive with how they're working it anyway. This is the exact pattern that 99% of people trying to make money online fall victim to. If they had only sat down and figured out a plan of action, a course of action on how they were going to get to where they wanted to go, they would have been a lot more successful and wouldn't have been looking back on the last few months and wondering why they are no further along than when they started. So the first part of this is, how do you create a plan? The truth is, you need to create 2 plans, and this is the first place that most people really screw it up. This is the very beginning. If you screw up from the beginning, what do you think your chances are at success? The 2 plans you are going to create are a personal plan, a business plan. Now some people might look at that and wonder, why do I need to create 2 plans? Can't I just make one plan and intertwine the 2? No. You are actually going to want to create your personal plan first. You don't want to even think about creating a business plan until after you have created a personal plan. The reason I say you want to create a personal plan first versus creating your business plan first is because your personal plan is made up of all things you want to do, all the things you want to accomplish that you want your business to pay for. Is that not why we work? To afford ourselves the luxuries that we want? We don't work because we like to punch a clock, we don't work because we like having to get up and go to the same place every single day, and we definitely don't work because we like being told what to do. We work because we like the things that our work affords us and our families to have. If the things we wanted or needed didn't cost money, most of us wouldn't work. We'd spend our days fishing or out on the golf course. They certainly wouldn't be spent working. Not mine. Anyway, most of us have or have had at one time a soul-sucking day job you go to from 9-5, or if you were in construction like I was from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., we'd have reached the point where we've had enough of it. We want the lifestyle that allows us not to have to go to work today if we don't want to. We want to be able to just pick up and go somewhere if we want to, and it is our business that will afford us the ability to do just that. But these are the things that you want to have in your personal plan that you will then work your business plan around so you can achieve them. These are not. So, what should your personal plan consist of? Well, let me first tell you that I highly suggest that your personal plan be bigger than your business plan. These are your goals that you want for yourself, your family, and those who are a part of your life. Is that not more important than what is on your business plan? I sure hope so. So you want to make your personal plan bigger than your business plan. Put some time into this. 1, 2, and make it as emotional as you can. Personal plan. Things you want to do with your family. Maybe you want to take your family on a vacation to somewhere you have never been before. Maybe you want to be able to just be at home with them for a couple weeks and not do any work. Maybe you want to take the children to Disney World and not have to worry about the price it is going to cost you to get there. Maybe you want to be able to sit down and have a family dinner at a certain time every night with your family. I think we'd all agree that family time doesn't happen as much these days as it should. Hell, maybe you have always wanted to go visit Paris, Greece, or anywhere outside of the place you live. These are all examples of things you want to put on your personal plan. Since I live in Orlando, one of the things on my personal plan every year is to take the kids to Disney World 2 times a year. Even though I hate going, my kids love it, so I put it on my personal plan of things I want to do for them. Things you want to do for yourself. Some good examples of these are things like quitting your day job, buying a new set of golf clubs, buying that fancy sports car you always wanted, paying off your house, getting the kids college tuition paid for ahead of time, getting season tickets to your favorite sports team, working out at the gym at a certain time every day. These are all things that should go on your personal plan because your business is going to afford you the ability to do them. Where do you want to be in your life? Examples of these would be things such as what age you want to stop working altogether, where you want to live, what you want to do with your time, fishing, golf, playing poker, etc. You want to have X amount of money in the bank by the time you are X age. These are all things that you should put on your personal plan. Anything you want your business to pay for goes on your personal plan. Now what you need to do is write these things down and put a date next to each one. I want you to really take some time and think about what you want to put on your personal plan. This is your life we are talking about here, and you should take what you want very seriously. But the power behind it is writing these things down and putting a date next to each one of them. If you find yourself saying things like, "Oh, I'll never be able to," stop it right now. Just do it, no matter how silly you feel. Just do it. I don't care if the dates you put next to these things are 1 year from now or 10 years down the road, but do it. Each morning you wake up, I want you to read these goals on your personal plan before you go to work, and I want you to read them out loud. Your mind reacts to things much differently if you speak them and can hear them. If you simply read them in your head, you are giving your mind the ability to wonder, and the effectiveness is lost. When you read things out loud, you are forcing your mind to focus on the task at hand, but where the real magic happens is in the subconscious. While your mind is busy focusing on reading the words, your subconscious mind is the one paying attention, and that's exactly what you want. It doesn't matter if you are going to punch a clock or are already working from home, read them out loud every morning before you do anything else, and then read them again before you go to sleep at night. You do this because you want to remind yourself each day what it is you are working towards. If you don't, you turn into a mindless zombie that just goes through each day like that movie Groundhog Day. Everything is the same, day in and day out. You must know, and you must remind yourself what it is you want out of life every day. The more you do this, the more your subconscious mind is trained, and the more it begins to believe what is being told. That's when the real magic starts to happen. This makes such a huge difference, I promise you. I have my personal plan in my drawer right next to my alarm clock. More on times later. The first thing I do every morning is open that drawer, even before I get out of bed, and I read my personal plan out loud. My wife has gotten to the point where she can say it word for word just from hearing it so many times. At first she thought it was funny, but when the money started coming in and she could shop a little more, she didn't find it so funny anymore. I'm going to tell you right now, when you see things on that plan that you have already accomplished, it is a hell of a feeling. So take some time right now and create your personal plan. Seriously, stop reading this and go and do it right now and really put some thought into this. Once you have done that, now it's time to show you just how unproductive most people, including yourself, really are without even realizing it.
Thank you so much for watching the video. My name is Ronald Trapp. Please make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel. To more success, cheers. And if you like to learn how to earn a six-figure side income online, click the link down in the description for the free training.